Hello friends, welcome to my channel Tech Developer. In this video, I will show you how you can create your custom exception handler and handle all the exceptions in your service layer or related to the any of the APIs. So first of all, we have the skill controller, and inside the skill controller, we have created the basic CRUD operations APIs, and they are consumed by they are using the skill service, the service layer, which will help us to connect to the repository and do the process. So as of now, we have already created the skill controller and completed all the skill services implementation. What we left with only the exception handling. So in my last video, the related to the validating path variable using interceptor, I have created a skill exception and the base exception and the global exception handler. Let me explain that each and everything that what they are and how you can handle the exceptions in your service implementation class. So first of all, the skill exception I have created just because I am using the skill service. So all the skill entity related exception can be handled inside the skill exception.java. After that, you will ask that why I have created the base exception. Let me show that what exactly in the base exception. The base exception class is extending the runtime exception, which is generally a normal case of creating an exception class. And after that, we have all the final fields, that is message, status, timestamp, data, and dynamic data. And accordingly, we have three parameterized constructor. So why I have taken these parameters? So if I show you, you can see that in the skill controller, you are using this pattern return type, that response entity will have type of response GTO, and the response GTO uh, will contain all the fields like data, success, HTTP status, message, error code, and the timestamp. So if you want to handle any exception from the service implementation class, you must not change your response standard. So instead of changing the standard for creating an exception, what I have done, I have taken the base exception class and taken all the fields of a response GTO class, so that if the exception being thrown, it contain all the data related to the response GTO. So same things are there. You can see that we have the message, final status, and the timestamp, the data of type object, and the dynamic data. So we have created constructor here. And what after that, I did at the rate getter annotation for getting all the data which is related to the final fields. So I have just extended the base exception. And what I did after that, I did I created a super class constructor so that a skill exception can be handled. A skill exception constructor can be with a message, status, object, and dynamic data, or only with a message or status, or only with a message, status, and data. So this is the only best way in which you can handle the exceptions from your service implementation class, or somewhere else you can means create your own custom exception handling, and will always return the exception with the same similar way in the way which you are returning your REST API response. So after that, what I did, uh, let me show you that I have used this skill exception inside my interceptor, and I have thrown the skill exception, skill not found message, and the not found status. After that, how it was handled means how it is maintaining the response. So that is the magic here inside the global exception handler. So inside the global exception handler, what I did, first of all, that should be annotated with at the it REST controller advice. So and it should extend the response entity exception handler. I will in some other videos I will explain you that what of the advantages of extending this class here, and you can even override and customize other exceptions which are handled by the response entity exception handler. So it is an abstract class, and it has some methods which can be overridden in our global exception handler class, and can be customized our exceptions which are predefined. So for the custom exception, we have to use the add the rate exception handler annotation, in which we will define that which kind of exception will be handled in this method. So I said that exception handler annotation will handle the skill exception, and that skill exception will be handled by this method, that is handle skill exception, that will contain the object of skill exception. So for now, what we need to do? We need to generally return the actual response which we generally return through the controller side. Means the response entity of type response GTO, in which response GTO data will be of type like any other which you want. So I have taken the type as an object, because we do not know that what kind of object can be because object is optional, means because we have three constructor here, that either it can contain the data part or not, or it can contain even the dynamic data also. So what I did actually, as I already explained you, that our skill exception is extending the base exception, and base exception class is containing all the final fields which is passed through the constructor, that is a message, status, timestamp, data, and dynamic data, which are already the response GTO fields. So what I did, use in handle skill exception, I taken the argument as a skill exception and created the response DTO here. You and In the response DTO, I have used the message service dot generate exception message, and I get the message dynamic data, and the data using the skill exception extended base exception fields, so that it can be able help us to create the response GTO. And finally, if you can see inside the controller, we generally return this thing, return new response util of type of data, and generate controller response, and that controller response method will get the response GTO. So what I did, I created the response GTO here, and just given that response GTO to my generate controller response, and which is just returning the new response entity of that type, which will handle the exception. So I think each and everything should be clear to you, that how you can create your own custom exception handler, and how you can use the concept of global exception handler, and let me handle the exception inside the service implementation class for the skill service implementation. go to the service, go to the IMPL, and that is a skill service implementation. So what I need to do that instead of writing the exception.print stack trace, we can throw a new skill exception, and it is asking for the message status or message status object. So I will choose the message status and object because I want to pass the skill form inside that the object which we have received while creating or adding the skill, and we need to pass the exception message here. As you know that exception message is our constant class. In this constant class we will create a constant for public static final string skill add exception skill dot add dot exception. This is the key I am using here. Let's copy this key and open the exception message underscore en dot properties and give the message here that skill unable to add the skill, unable to add skill, and inside the exception message just save it and go to the skill service implementation. In exception message dot skill add exception, that we need to add it here, and the HTTP status. So the HTTP status will be internal server error dot value because we are just returning the integer value here. So this is a thing that how you can handle the any of the exception in your service implementation class, and how that exception class, your custom exception class, can be used inside the global exception handler to handle your exception in a easier way and the similar way in which you are maintaining your API response. So hope everything will be clear, guys. Thank you for watching my videos, and if you are new to my channel I request you kindly subscribe it, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And for those who are the subscribers, if you are not getting my notifications, kindly press the bell icon and you will receive all the notifications when I will upload a new video. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If you like it, please like it, share with your friends, and mention in comments that is my videos helping you or not. So bye for now.